Imagine waking up and being so financially secure you could care less about money. Imagine waking up and not getting ready for work, but instead getting ready to do the things that really matter, like spending time with your friends and family. Think of it this way. The average human only lives about 800,000 hours. Of that 800,000 hours, about 228,000 hours are spent sleeping. When you break it down like this, you can really see the meaning behind the phrase, life is too short. So why spend most of that time at work, making someone else's dream come true? In this video, we're going to show you the fastest way to live off dividends so that you can spend the little time that you have on this earth doing the things that you love. All this from the mind of mega investor Warren Buffett. He's going to teach us how to pick the right companies and make our money grow big and strong. You see, investing in dividends is like building a money-making machine. Imagine having a big box of Legos. Each Lego piece is a little bit of money that you save and invest in special companies that pay you back just for owning their stocks. These are called dividends. Now, the trick is to keep adding more Legos to your box. That means save and invest regularly in good companies that don't cost too much. Be patient, because it takes time to fill up that box. But here's the cool part. As your box gets fuller, it starts filling up even faster. That's the magic of what we call compounding. Your money makes more money. And then, one day, you'll find that your box is so full, it's spilling over. Dividends and how dividends work. You see, dividends are like little thank you gifts that companies give you for owning their stocks. Imagine you've saved up a treasure chest of $1 million for when you retire. You're hoping to have about $50,000 every year to spend, just like getting a salary, but without working. Now, let's play a little bit with this treasure. You put some of it, say $400,000, into something really safe called treasury bonds. The rest, $600,000, goes into stocks of companies that pay you dividends. Let's say these stocks give you $18,000 every year just because you own them. That's pretty neat, right? But you need more than $18,000 to live on. So you might have to sell a bit of those bonds each year to make up the difference. Now, here's where it gets exciting. Over some years, your dividends start growing like a plant that gets bigger and bigger. They could even double. And guess what? Your stocks might still be worth about $1 million, even after all those years. The key is to pick stocks of really good companies that not only give you a nice dividend to start with, but also increase that dividend over time. Investing in dividends is like planting a garden. You need patience, care, and a little bit of know-how. But with some smart moves and time, your garden can grow big and strong, helping you reach your dream of financial freedom. Reinvest dividend income back into dividends. Reinvesting your dividend income back into dividend-paying stocks is like planting a seed from an apple back into the ground to grow more apple trees. The more trees you have, the more apples you get. Now, if you're using dividends for your retirement, like a piggy bank that never gets empty, you'll use some of that money to enjoy in your golden years. Warren Buffett says, do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. So take what you need from dividends and put the rest back to work. But here's a key tip from Buffett. Don't put all your reinvested dividends back into the same stocks. Why? Because that's like having a garden with only one type of flower. If something goes wrong with that flower, your whole garden is in trouble. So spread out your reinvestment into different high-quality dividend stocks. This way, you're not just relying on one or two companies. By doing this, you're playing the long game, just like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett says, our favorite holding period is forever. By reinvesting wisely, you're making sure your dividend income keeps growing, and you don't have to touch that money you originally invested. That's the beauty of living off dividends in retirement. Remember, it's all about growing your garden of stocks patiently and wisely, so you have a beautiful, thriving financial future. Build a super strong portfolio. Warren Buffett loves buying individual stocks instead of funds, and there's a good reason for that. Control. When you pick your own stocks, you get to choose exactly which companies you're investing in. Funds, they're like a mixed bag. You never know what you're getting each month, especially with dividends. And as Warren Buffett says, risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. So we need to be smart and picky, just like him. Now, don't just run out and buy any stocks that pay dividends. Warren Buffett wouldn't do that. He'd tell us to think about diversification. That's like not putting all of your eggs into one basket. A good number to start with is between 20 to 40 different stocks. This way, you're not affected if one company doesn't do so well. And here's another Buffett tip. Don't put more than 25% of your money in one type of business. Spread it out. Also, make your investments about the same size. This makes it easier to see how well your stocks are doing. As Warren Buffett says, our favorite holding period is forever. But to hold onto stocks forever, you need to make sure they're really good ones. So pick your stocks carefully, keep them diverse, and manage them wisely. That's how you build a portfolio that's tough as nails and ready for the future. Living off dividends. Living off dividends is simple, but not always easy. Just like Warren Buffett says, there's nothing wrong with a know-nothing investor who realizes it. The problem is when you are a know-nothing investor, but you think that you know something. First, let's talk about those big flashy dividend yields. They might look tempting, like a shiny new toy, but they can be risky. High yields can be like ice cream that's too sweet. There might be a catch. Warren Buffett teaches us to look beyond the surface. He suggests risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. So it's crucial to understand what's behind those big numbers. Sometimes a company's high dividend yield might actually be a sign of trouble. Remember what Warren Buffett says. It's far better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price. This means choosing your dividend stocks wisely. But dividends are just one piece of the retirement puzzle. Bonds, for instance, are like steady, reliable friends who are always there for you. Though the returns are modest now, they can provide a safe income stream. And when interest rates rise, it's like a sale at your favorite store, a great opportunity to buy more at a lower price. Don't forget about real estate investments too. Through REITs, it's like owning a piece of lots of different properties, getting rent without the landlord headaches. REITs are required to pay out most of their profits as dividends, making them a nice source of regular income. Now, how do we find the best stocks for dividends? Sure, you could spend hours, like Warren Buffett, reading reports and analyzing companies, or you can make it easier with different online tools like VectorVest. These tools are like personal financial detective, uncovering the best dividend stocks without the guesswork. Warren Buffett also reminds us about the power of patience in investing. He says, someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. This means that your investments need time to grow. By picking the right stocks, reinvesting wisely, and diversifying your portfolio, you're planting seeds for a future filled with financial sunshine. And remember, investing is not just about making money. It's about making smart choices that match your life goals. This approach helps you build a retirement where you can live comfortably off of your dividends, enjoying the fruits of your smart investing. Now, to sum up the whole discussion, we've walked through some important steps together. For being smart about high dividend yields, like not chasing after the shiniest apple in the bunch, to diversifying your investments, like planting different kinds of seeds in your garden, and of course, reinvesting your dividends, which is like using the fruits of your garden to plant even more seeds. As Warren Buffett says, the stock market is designed to transfer money from the active to the patient. This means with patience, planning, and wise choices, you're not just investing your money, but you're also investing in a future where you can relax and enjoy the rewards of your hard work. Well, that wraps up today's video. We would love to hear your take, so please share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. By subscribing, you'll stay in the loop with all of our latest financial insights and tips. See you in the next video. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and always happy investing.